Hello everyone. So in this today's episode we're gonna make scones again. This will be cabbage scone. Let's start it. Okay, so in the meantime I accidentally start mixing the 600 grams flour and 210 grams of butter. So I just put the butter and we just need to mix like this. This is only 1 minute. We need to mix it until we cannot see the dry flour in it. So which is actually done already. So what we have more here, we have 60 milliliters of water with 15 grams of dry yeast and 6 grams of sugar in here. Also, we have 15 grams salt. I'm gonna use 100 grams of sour cream, 1 whole egg, 1 egg yolk, and also I have here 200 grams of white cabbage shredded and steamed, actually fried on oil but on low heat and under the lid, so it actually was steamed in around half an hour. So this is the end as it should be looks like, and I put some little bit of salt, black pepper and caraway seed, ground caraway seed in it. So we have here 200 grams which I'm gonna mix in the dough, and I'm gonna measure out another 250 grams which we're gonna use for the dough later on. So let's make the dough. Try to mix the yeast. So I just put here the whole egg and the extra egg yolk. I put the salt but separately from the yeast. I'm gonna put the cabbage. And also I'm gonna measure the 100 grams of sour cream. Okay. And now we just need to mix it up. Okay, so as usual, the machine cannot pick up the dough from the bottom, so we need to help them a little bit with a spatula. Okay, so looks like our dough is ready. Okay, so the dough looks like this. It's quite soft. So all we need to do now, just cover it and keep it rest for 30 minutes. So we're gonna come back after that. Okay, so the 30 minutes is gone. So now I'm gonna put some flour here. Make sure the dough is not stick down. Because it's quite soft. And we need to make it like a square shape, because later on we need to fold it. And you can make it like around half centimeter thick or 1 centimeter, or depends on how you can do it. It don't need to be exactly like that shape. You just double check it's not stick down. Okay, and what we need to do now, so here is the 250 grams of cabbage, and I'm gonna spread this carefully on 2/3, so not all, just like this. Okay, so when you spread it roughly equally, we need to fold it. So first put this one here, and now fold this one just here, and then this one here and this one here, and just put a little bit more flour under that will make sure not stick down, and we just keep it like that. Cover it, and we leave it rest for 5 minutes roughly, and after we continue. Okay, so the 5 minutes is gone, and all we need to do is try to move it a little bit. Put some flour. Okay, on the top as well. And try to make it like around 2 centimeter thick. The shape is again doesn't really matter, because you're gonna cut it with the scone cutter, so okay, just like that. And I'm gonna take a sharp knife, and I'm just gonna make a lines, cut the lines on the top. Yep, that's all. Now we can start the cutting. Okay, so what I cut out already, I moved them. So I have 2 trays already. So now the leftover, I just gonna combine it. And I'm gonna make some more extra. This is already soft a bit. cabbage is coming out. Somebody forgot to cut the top. Anyway, we need to do this until we have dough. Okay, so I moved all the scones on the baking trays. And now what we need to do, just need to cover it just a little bit, and we need to keep them rest for around 35-50 minutes. It depends on the room temperature. Okay, so 10 minutes ago I started the oven for preheating, and now we add 35 minutes of the rest. But this looks like the yeast was working well. So I'm gonna uncover them and do the egg wash as usual. Okay, the brushing is done, and as always, like almost all the salty scone, I'm gonna put some caraway seed on top of them. Okay, and the baking temperature, so we need to preheat the oven for 250 Celsius degrees, and when we put in the scones we need to turn down to 220. So this is gonna happen now. Turn down 220, and the baking time is gonna be between 12 to 15 minutes. It depends on the scone size. Okay, so it also depends on your oven temperature, because even if you set up for 220, maybe it's 230 or 235. So you need to check it like at 12 minutes or even 10 minutes, because you need to turn around for equal baking. Okay, I will come back when the baking is done. Okay, so finally I just take out the one portion. Here is the result. It looks very good, smells very good, tastes very good. I tried it already. I hope you're gonna try it out, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.